everyone, so today I'm going to be showcasing my top 5 Aritzia pieces for this weird summer slash fall transition period. I'm from Toronto, Canada, so it gets really cold really fast, and so it's a little bit hard to find things that like kind of work, because sometimes I walk in and I'm like, it's a little too cold, or sometimes I like walk in and I'm like, it feels like summer again and like the end of summer. There's always this one week in, I don't know if it's like happens everywhere, but there's one week in Toronto that like in October, randomly, you have summer weather for the entire week, and then the next week it snows. And you're like, okay, I live in Canada. It is what it is. I'm rambling for my first video. You can tell that I'm probably a little nervous. Okay, let's start off with the first item. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was a dress. I bought this dress because my birthday's coming up in October, but I will definitely be wearing it before my birthday too, just because it's one of those things that you can dress up and dress down, and I want to get the most use of it before it's a little bit cold to wear it. So the dress that I got is this Wilfred Novella dress, and I got it in a size 0, and it retails for $148. What I really like about this is just it's such a romantic, flirty dress, and so beautiful and elegant on. To add on to it, it has a sweetheart neckline and a square back, puff sleeves that are 3/4 length, and then they just cinch in with an elastic right here. And from the front, there is a little slit at the thigh. And what I really like about this, there's a few things. So I really like the fact that there is a stretchy back. So what you can do is size down, and it still gives you a little bit more room, but it's really figure hugging if you do size down just one size. There is a zip on the side. So one of the things that I really struggle with is finding dresses that fit the waist, and this one does such a good job at doing that. I'll leave my measurements down below, but I'm a tall girl, so I'm 5'8". But this one fits so perfectly and still leaves room from the hip area, which I was really happy about because I'm going to the gym to work on my booty. So I'm like, still got room for the booty, but the waist is good. But then the other thing is just like, it's nice to have a little bit of breathability to it. So it fits really nice from the waist and then flares out from the hips. So next thing that I wanted to showcase was my favorite top for the season. And my favorite top recently has been this Wilfred Tempest blouse, and I got it in a extra small. Yeah, that's right. I got an extra small, and it retails for $138. This one is from the spring summer collection, and I got it later towards the latter half of summer, so I got it on sale for $84. And this print isn't available anymore. I know that Aritzia, what they do is with a lot of popular cuts and styles, they'll come back every season with different colors. So the ones that they have right now, I believe, is a black, a white, a maroon, and a green color, and then a couple prints. But this one's no longer available, but the same style is. Again, what I really like about this one is the fact that it has that same ruching material. So you can size down in this, and what it does, it's so figure hugging and it's pretty forgiving. So if you're going out to eat, it's gonna stretch and it's not gonna be too tight. Just some details: high neckline, so it goes right at the top from the back, so you can see that. It's a zip, so it zips down and then zips up, and it is a full sleeve length. The only thing with the sleeves is it is a sheer material, so it's not as thick as the bodice is, but it's such a pretty dainty detail, and I think it looks really flattering. In terms of the length, it hits right at the waist for me, so you definitely have to wear longer or higher rise pants for it to be a little bit more flattering. I showed it to my parents when I got it, and they were like, "Oh, did you just get a shirt for little kids?" And I'm like, "No, this is just the style these days." And they were just like, "I just don't understand the entire crop trend, but it's okay." So the next thing that I wanted to showcase is a knit, and I think knits are an essential for this weird transition period, because some days it's hot and some days it's cold, and you never really know what Mother Nature has in store for us. I'm personally really picky with my knits because sometimes they can be a little bit like overwhelming on my body. or like itchy on my skin. So I have a hard time finding knits, but I found the perfect one, and you've probably seen it everywhere on the internet. Everyone has it. It is the new plunge cardigan from Wilfred. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. Okay. So I got this cardigan in an extra small, and I believe it retails for $138 again. So when they say plunge, it is a plunge. So it goes really, really low, has the long sleeve. It's not quite a balloon sleeve, but it definitely is wider, and then it cinches in from the wrists. High neck from the back, and then again, there's 3 buttons going down on the front. There's a few ways that you can wear this. The way that I would wear it in terms of a little bit more of a casual sense is wearing a white t-shirt underneath it. And then have the cardigan opened up right on top with like a few like gold necklaces. I think that's a really cute way of wearing it. Another way of wearing it is if you're going out for dinner, you can wear a little bralette underneath it, and I think that looks really cute as well. The one way that you probably wouldn't have thought of wearing it is the other way around. So actually having the back, having the plunge as the back, and then having the back as the front. So it goes a little bit higher neck, and I think that's a very flattering way to kind of get away with the plunge ask. Again, the quality is just so nice. It's really thick. You can feel the weight to it. It is heavy, like a heavy cardigan. But honestly, that's like, I wouldn't expect it any other way. I'm not paying $138 to buy a thin ass cardigan. So the next thing that I really want to talk about is a bottom, and I really like skirts as transitional periods from summer to fall, just because, again, it's one of those things that you can layer. You can put on a pair of tights or leggings underneath the skirt when it's on the cooler end, and then you can wear it just the skirt itself when it's a little bit warmer. The one that I really like is this wrap skirt from Wilfred, and I got it in a size 2, and it retails for, I believe, $138 as well. I'll have all the prices in the description box just so you guys have all the right details and I'm not just creating them from my head. But again, what I really like about this is the material. It's a wool material, but it has a silk lining. I know some people can be itchy to wool. So the last thing that I want to showcase with you guys is something that is dear to my heart, and it is this Wilfred Super Cloud jacket, and I got it in a size small last winter. I wasn't intending on buying it, but it was one of those things where I tried it on and I absolutely fell in love with it, and I looked at it and I'm like, this is a dream. Like, I am living in a cloud fantasy. But I own the TNA Super Puff in a bright red color, and that was like my go-to winter jacket. I love it still, and I still wear it. But what I really loved about this one was just the length of it. This one hits right at the hips, whereas my TNA Super Puff goes below the bum, I would say, before they came up with other sizes in the Super Puff style. Again, the other thing that I really noticed about this one was just the feeling of it. It feels so nice. I don't know what it is. It's not suede, but it feels like velvety almost. And I'm like, it's just so luxurious, and I want to like hug it and cuddle it. It's so puffy. And that's like one of the things that I noticed. So it's water repellent as well, and really warm. I think you can wear it down to negative 30 degrees Celsius weather in Canada, which is cold. It is bone chilling cold, and it gets that cold for a few months. So it was definitely worth the investment to wear something in the winter. And the other thing that I wanted to note was when I bought this jacket, one of the individuals that worked at Aritzia mentioned to me that the downfill is very comparable to the downfill in a Canada Goose jacket, but it's at the fraction of the cost. So this one retails for $250, whereas a Canada Goose jacket would cost you somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500. So for a very comparable quality jacket, you get it at a fraction of the cost. And even though $250 is still a lot, it's something that I think you can wear for 5-6 years down the road. So The reason why I mentioned it is not necessarily for the time right now, but I think it's going to be more suitable within the next few weeks to wear something like this. But it's just because I walked into Aritzia recently, and some of the colors that they have this year that they didn't have last year are beautiful. They came in a taupe color, a white color, and then a few other colors, but those are some of the ones that I really, really wanted to highlight. And I'm like, get your hands on them before they're gone, because those are absolutely stunning. I will not be purchasing another jacket just because I don't need 2 jackets of the same type, and they are expensive, but for you guys, if it's helpful, those colors are available as well. So that's it for my video today. This is my first YouTube video, and I hope it was somewhat useful to you guys and that you got some inspiration for a new piece that you want to add to your collection. I will definitely be filming more YouTube videos. I think some of them will be fashion, some of them will be skincare, and a little bit more lifestyle related as well, because I think I live a pretty interesting life, so I'd love to be able to share that with you guys and then have you along my journey. I don't know if anyone's going to be watching this, but I'll see you guys another time, hopefully. Peace, guys.